Hello guys and welcome back to another video with Bevetravels.
In this video we're going to be going to Mt Bromo without a tour.
Woo!
Okay, so we're trying to make our way to the crater now. It's about 2 p.m, so there shouldn't be any tours there. We've read that you have to go past this hotel, Samara Danar, I think. Samara Inda. And we found it here. So we're going to walk past that and hope it becomes clear where we need to go. With things like this, I always think, like, what if this is just a track? Like, what if this is completely the wrong way, not where we should go?
So we've walked down to this little track, apparently known to locals as the horse track, down the side of this hotel. We know that we're going to have to cross what's known as a sea of ash as well, which should be quite cool, and then hopefully make it right the way to the crater bit. I think you can see the crater from here, actually.
That's it. That's the crater. We see it.
Hey!
We found the crater, we found the crater, we found the crater! It's over there, we know where we're going.
So as Eve said, we're going to do the crater this afternoon, which is after all the tour groups have kind of been and gone. They normally do the sunrise at the viewpoint and then go down to the crater for kind of late morning. So we're hoping not many people will be there. And then we're going to go to the King Kong viewpoint tomorrow for the actual sunrise. But wow. I hope it's clearer tomorrow because it is incredibly hazy now, as you'll see, but what an adventure. Look at Eve go. We have done quite a bit of walking over the past couple of days and my knees are starting to struggle a bit on the way down, let alone back up and then the sunrise viewpoint tomorrow. Why do we do it to ourselves? I tell you why, we do it for you guys. Every single one of you 600 subscribers. Okay, so we've made it to the bottom of the horse track and are now crossing the sea of sand, and it quite literally is dust we're walking on here. We can see the crater in the background, which looks absolutely insane. Look at that. I am particularly excited because I have never ever been to the crater of an active volcano. Let's go. Not always the easiest place to see where a path is. There's a multitude of different tracks, shall we call them, and I mean they all go in the general direction of the volcano, but we can't actually see from here a clear way up. There's another group of people now that are behind us. I hope they're not thinking we know the right way because we have no idea. We've come to what we thought was the entrance gate to the crater, but all looks closed. We can see a gap in the fence in front of us, so we're going to head through that. We should really have watched the group of people that overtook us and see what they did, but I mean we can see the steps right up to the crater from here now, so I think we'll be fine.
We're getting towards the base of the crater now. We just passed a bit where there was a few shops and that. Got ourselves a snack because I was getting quite hungry. And yeah, this is the hard bit. We're like almost past the sea of sand. Well, we're not because it's very sandy.
Almost past the sea of sand. Look what we're walking in. We are not nearly past it. Sand and it's the sea.
Yeah, okay.
God.
Maybe we're not past it, but we're getting towards the base. And I considered the sea of sand the bit in the middle. But maybe I was wrong. It does happen. Can't be right all the time. Just found some faces in the rocks, which is kind of cool. And melting a little bit, which, you know, fits with the volcano theme.
The scenery walking up is incredible. You can tell you're walking over the old lava flows. This volcano last erupted in 2016 and is still active, so it's a really cool place to be. We can see all the gases coming out the top of the crater now. We are within touching distance.
Look at that, volcano fumes. This is a really nice walk. And we've not even got to the crater.
Right, we've been faffing around a little bit now. I'm worried we're not going to get there before it even starts to get dark, so full steam ahead.
I think we've got plenty of time. I'm not stressing.
This girl's delusional.
Yes, log. So, you can't walk all the way around at the top. You can only go to the viewpoint, which I think is fairly sensible, to be honest, because you don't want tourists or anyone falling into a volcano.
Here we go, the last hurdle. Not too many to walk up. All in all, I would say this probably has taken us about an hour and a half as well, so the reviews we read were in fact correct.
We can now start to smell the fumes from the volcano. I'm going to put my mask on because I've got asthma, and so it's probably best for me for breathing reasons.
So, as Eve said, you could really start to smell it on the way up. You can smell sulphur as well. You can hear it too. Got our first glimpse here. This is insane. You can see all the smoke coming out the back behind me. As I said, I've never been to a place like this before. Insane.
So crazy, oh my god. Definitely bring a mask with you. Most people up here are wearing a mask.
By far the best drone shots I think I have ever got. We got some fantastic photos as well.
Probably the best you will ever get.
Probably the best we will ever get. Well done, Eve. Well said. So throughout mine and Eve's travels, I've been doing something really special. My nephew made me and Eve a photo of a snowman that we've been taking to all these cool locations. This by far tops it off as the coolest location it's been so far. Here you go, Alfie. Your snowman has made it to a volcano.
Woo! Woo!
Yeah.
Whoa, 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 what are you doing that for?
Did almost fall off the cliff then. All the way over there across this vast space is where we've got to get to. I think we've got about 45 minutes till it gets dark. To be fair, we need to go home to go to sleep because we're up at 2 o'clock tomorrow morning to do the King Kong viewpoint and watch the sunrise over the crater, which will be delicious if we ever make it back to the hotel tonight.
We're going to leave it there as we try and head back to our hotel before it gets dark. See you in the morning for the sunrise.
Wakey, wakey, rise and shine. The time now is about 3:30. Me and Eve, oh God. When I'm looking at this camera, I cannot see anything else in front of me because the light is so bright. But the time now is about 3:30. Me and Eve have left our accommodation and we're starting the hike up to King Kong viewpoint. So to get to this viewpoint, we actually have to follow the road round from where we forked off to go down that horse track yesterday. There have been lots of people sat on motorbikes at the side of the road asking if we want a lift up to the car park, which is where the actual trail starts. We've decided to turn them down and do the whole thing ourselves, but we'll see if we end up getting one on the way back. We haven't had a huge amount of sleep. If you weren't doing the hike to this viewpoint or a viewpoint nearby, you would have not got any sleep anyway because this road has been so busy with trucks and motorbikes just going up and down the road all night. But despite the lack of sleep, I am feeling surprisingly good. Eve, on the other hand, I think it's going to take a little bit longer to wake up than me. You can do it.
Too early for this much steepness.
Okay, so we've made it to the area where all the jeeps stop. There's a few horses as well where people are offering rides to the top. So this is now the point where we have to walk. We're not choosing to walk. We haven't had to pay any entrance fee or anything, so I'm assuming this viewpoint is free. And it's starting to get a bit hard work now. We've taken off some layers. As it's starting to get a little bit brighter, me and Eve still can't work out where Bromo actually is. It's too dark to show you guys at the moment, but we can see loads of hills and various mountains and things, but trying to work out which one is the actual volcano we're looking for, proving difficult.
Bob couldn't work out which one Bromo is, but it's obviously the one with smoke coming out of it.
So we've just thought we were getting to the top of the viewpoint, come around the corner, and I cannot tell you what Eve said because I'm not sure it sits very well with YouTube's guidelines, but she's not impressed. Turn around the corner and we've got this massive load of steps. I'm not sure she's ready.
And the sun's starting to rise now. I want to watch the sunrise.
As you might be able to tell behind me, the sun is just starting to come up as well, so I think we're gonna make it.
Actually made it to the top. I was in disbelief. I wasn't sure I was going to make it, although I kind of knew that I would deep down. You know how it goes. We stopped just before the top because there's this like little, I don't know, like terrace bit. Yeah, so we stopped here because there was like nobody here, and on the next bit just up there was loads of people, so we just sat down here and watched the sunrise, which was really nice. And now we're just looking at the volcano. We rented these coats yesterday, and I'm really glad we did. For the walk up here, I was hot, and I was thinking, why am I carrying this coat with me? But the moment we sat down, it just was freezing. I guess you're quite high up here. Although to be fair, Bob hasn't actually worn his.
I am cold though. If I wasn't sitting on my coat, I would be wearing it.
There you go. So that wraps up our Mt Bromo video. We're very glad that we didn't do it with a tour. I think it saved us a lot of money and we had no issues doing the crater and the viewpoint by ourselves. However, on that note, we did speak to some people yesterday that had tried to do the crater walk exactly how we'd tried and got stopped by like rangers saying that they weren't allowed to go that way. So that's probably something to bear in mind. Had we not spoken to them, we'd have no idea though, like we had no problems whatsoever. So we're not sure about the legitimacy of that, but we saw loads of people doing the walk we did and it was fine.
So we hope you found this video useful, guys, on how to do Mt Bromo on your own without a tour.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.
Bye.